The Real Mccoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real Mccoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he may take Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Oh, Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Well, I don't know if we ought to sell Jenny, Grandpa. She's an awful good milker.
Of course she's a good milker. Do you think I'd sell a man a cow that won't give her?
Hey, we couldn't maybe sell him a couple of pigs instead, could we?
Not if the man wants milk, we couldn't. No.
Thank you for helping me with the dishes, Peppino.
Well, it was my pleasure, especially after such a wonderful meal. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, Peppino.
Good night, Peppino. Good night. Now, about the cow, Grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa, I got a wonderful idea. I wanted to talk to you about it. They're having a sale on wallpaper at that store down on Main Street, and I was thinking maybe we could paper our bedroom.
Yeah, that room does need a little perking up. What was you saying about the cow?
Yeah, the wallpaper I was thinking of, Grandpa.
Look, sugar, babe. Me and Grandpa were talking a little business right now.
Oh, well, don't let me disturb you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, Look, Grandpa, I'll admit that we don't really need two cows around here.
No, that's right, Luke. We got old Bess, and after all, we ain't in the dairy business, you know.
No, look, if we could get those plowshares, Grandpa, I think we'd get them for about $10.
Grandpa, you all finished talking business now?
Yeah, got it all wrapped up.
Sure is a pretty moon, ain't it, Luke?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really like them orange ones. It kind of puts a fella in a romantic mood.
Does it honest, Luke?
Sure does, sugar babe.
Chucky's it all set up, Luke.
I'm coming, Grandpa. See, that moonlight makes you look mighty pretty. Gotta go in, Grandpa's waiting.
Luke McCoy, you're going to get the beat of your life tonight.
Well, are you forgetting what I did to you last Tuesday?
I was a sick man. I should have been in bed. Oh, looky, I got the blacks.
Wait.
Guess I take the first move, huh?
How come you got the blacks?
Look, you want to play or you want to argue?
All right, go ahead.
You get yourself in trouble already.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. I didn't see that.
You weren't supposed to.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that was a beauty.
Yeah, you've never seen a much sneaky move, did you?
Let me see here.
Why don't you move it back the other way, Luke?
Well, I can't, you see, until I move it to the end and then make it a king.
How do you get a queen?
Well, there ain't no queens in checkers.
You know, Kate, this is a man's game.
Well, I just thought as long as you had a king, it's sort of fitting that you have a queen.
Look, sugar babe, I was just thinking, how about you making some fudge?
Would you really like some, Luke?
Yeah, I sure would. How about you, Grandpa?
Tongue's just hanging out for some.
Okay, I'll make you some.
Still your move, Luke.
Well, here's the fudge.
None for me, thanks.
No, thanks.
Sounds like Kate dropped the plate.
She's getting kind of careless about that lately.
Well, you got me trapped, Grandpa. I give up.
Oh, well, that's 4 in a row.
Tomorrow's another night.
Yeah, and the slaughter goes on. Well, say good night to Kate for me, Luke.
Yeah, I'll do that, Grandpa. Good night.
Good night, you said.
Grandpa says good night, sugar babe, and I believe I'll hit the hay myself.
Well, now, ain't that considerate of you two to take the trouble to say goodnight to little old me?
Yeah, well, us McCoy men was always brought up to respect our women folk. Sugar babe. Sugar babe. What, is anything wrong?
What could be wrong? There's nothing I enjoy more than spending an evening talking to myself and then going out and making fudge, because you asked me to. Spending an hour and a half in the kitchen and then come to find out you didn't really want it at all, and I've got it all to myself.
Gosh, I'm sorry, sugar babe. I guess we just got so wrapped up in that game.
Oh, it's not just the fudge, Luke, and it's not just tonight. It's been every night for the last couple of weeks. You've been acting like I wasn't even there. You ain't getting bored with me, are you?
Kate McCoy, don't you never say nothing like that again.
Well, what is it then?
I think I know what it is. I think Grandpa's been leaning on me a little more than usual lately. You see, with George and Florrie away the past month, Grandpa ain't had nobody to spend his time with. And naturally, he kind of looks to me.
What are we going to do about it, Luke? I just don't want to go on night after night twiddling my thumbs.
I understand.
Then you will talk to Grandpa.
I'll just explain to him I can't play checkers with him every night. Of course, I got to tell him kind of delicate-like, because I don't want to hurt his feelings. Now, don't you fret about it, huh? You know, that old moon up there ain't going to stay orange like that forever.
Now, girls, I want you to take a look at this, see? This is grade A extra large, and this is where the money is.
Hi, Grandpa.
Say, you've been hiding Grandpa and me all day. You look like you got something on your mind, son.
Yeah, well, I've been doing some thinking about women.
Yeah, well, I guess you thinking about women would put that look on your face.
No, I mean the kind of women we got back home in West Virginia, Grandpa, like Grandma and the rest. You see, I was just trying to remember how they spent their evenings.
Spend their evenings? Spent their evenings doing chores. That's how they spent their evenings. Things was rough on women in them days. You had to bake bread for the morning, boil water in a big pot out of the creek, and sew buttons on everybody's clothes.
Yeah, well, times is different now.
It sure is different. Yes, it. Now they buy the bread, and they get the water out of the spigot, and everything's zipping. The wife of yours, Kate, she sure has a good life. As soon as she finishes the dishes, she's got the whole evening to herself. Nobody to bother her.
Well, that's the trouble, Grandpa. You see, well, Kate's got a kind of a little problem, and that's what I want to talk to you about.
Well, quit stalling around about it. Out with it. You know, if we don't get our chores done by supper time, we ain't going to get that checkerboard right away.
Well, it's like this,
You know,
Grandpa.
Luke, you just don't know how I look forward to them checker games in the evening with you.
Yeah, I know.
Sort of makes the whole day worthwhile. Well, what was Kate's problem?
Well, you know, I guess it just sort of skipped my mind.
Oh, look, the young fella, you're sure getting soft in the head. Well, I can't wait no longer. I gotta go slap them hogs. Mighty fine meal, Kate.
Thank you, Grandpa.
I want to do some checking outside. It might blow tonight.
Did you speak to Grandpa Luke?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I spoke to him.
And did you explain things to him?
Well, in a way, I did the best I can.
You didn't hurt his feelings none, now, did you?
No. No, I was very, very careful about that.
How simple things are, Luke, once you put your mind to it. It's going to be a right pleasant evening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Luke, I thought you'd have the checkies all set up.
Well, I don't know as how I feel like playing checkers tonight, Grandpa.
You ain't sick, are you, son?
No. I just thought that maybe all three of us could just kind of sit around tonight and talk for a spell.
Well, what is there to talk about?
Well, lots of things, Grandpa, like how you sold the cow today for $100 and what we're going to do with all that money.
You out of your head talking about business with Kate? Ain't she got enough on her mind without worrying about money matters? Right, Kate?
Grandpa, I don't mind talking about things like that sometimes.
Now, Kate, you're just being your own sweet self. Luke ought to know better. Why don't you run along and do what your girl done, please? And Luke, you get out checkerboard.
Grandpa, I want to tell Kate about the cow.
Real bullheaded about it, ain't you?
Yeah, Kate, you know, we're going to buy all kinds of things for the farm with that money.
Oh, Luke, could we get some new wallpaper for the bedroom? It wouldn't cost very much.
Well, now, I think that's a wonderful idea, yeah. Yeah, paper in that room will make it look mighty pretty. Don't you think so, Grandpa?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's just what the room needs. Yeah, I'll go along with that. Well, come on, are you going to play checkers or ain't you?
What else are you going to buy with the money, Luke?
Well, I was figuring we could maybe buy a couple of new plowshares. That'd run about $50, I guess.
Oh, now. Luke, you just won't listen, would you? Now, Kate's being nice about it, but women don't like to hear about finances. They crack. Why, I've seen them come apart like a 10-cent flute.
Maybe we ought to talk about something else.
Such as?
Anything.
Why don't you let Kate get on with what she wants to do, and let's get to that checking game.
Well, you see, Grandpa.
Yeah?
I mean...
Luke, you've got something to say to Grandpa, ain't you?
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, well, me and Kate.
What is it, Luke? You got a problem? Speak out. That's what your old grandpa's is here for, you know. They're about the young folks. Hey, come on. What you got in your mind?
It ain't important, Grandpa. It can wait.
Well, let's stop wasting time and get to the cheeky game.
Sugar, babe?
Now you done it, Luke. I warned you. Never talk business with a woman. It gets them upset. Now go on in there and apologize. How much we'll go to bed? We can play tomorrow night instead.
Don't touch me. Luke, you lied to me. You didn't say nothing at all to Grandpa this afternoon.
Well, with Grandpa, you gotta do things kind of gradual like. He's sensitive, you know that.
Luke, I love Grandpa dearly. You know I do. But he's got to be made to understand that you got a wife that you can't just lock up in the barn at night like a mule.
Well, I'm gonna tell him. But I gotta wait for the right time. I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, but you don't mind hurting me in the meantime. All right. You just go ahead and have your little evenings all to yourself. And don't you worry none about me.
Now, hold on, sugar babe.
And what's more, until you get this thing straightened out, I ain't talking to you.
Well, all right. If you ain't talking to me, then I ain't talking to you.
That's all right with me.
Well, good night.
Good morning, Luke. It's a fine morning.
Morning, Grandpa.
I was just saying to Kate, I was glad to see you get that thing straightened out last night. It's the secret of being happy married, you know. I see the shooting ain't over yet. Well, if you two ain't never going to talk, why, we might as well get ourselves a smaller table.
You got a problem, all right.
Well, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I guess you got problems of your own.
Look, everybody must talk to somebody. And right now you haven't got somebody, so you must talk to me.
Well, you see, Peppino, I just can't come right out and tell Grandpa that I got to share my evenings with Kate because he's liable to get the idea that he's in the way or something.
Well, for the sake of your wife, somebody must tell him.
Yeah, well, who?
Well, I hope I ain't disturbing you gentlemen. What time is they serving tea around here?
Well, I was just leaving, Grandpa. I got to go slop the hogs.
Senor Grandpa,
What is it, Peppino?
I would like my wages.
Wages? But they ain't started yet.
I know. But I like them now because maybe you won't give them to me after you fire me.
Who in tarnation said anything about firing you?
After I tell you what I'm going to tell you, you'll fire me.
Then what are you telling me for? You're only cutting your own throat.
It's my throat.
Don't you worry about your wages. You'll get them. But if I fire you, it'll be my ID. There ain't nobody works for me who's going to tell me when I'm going to fire him. Now, what's this all about?
Well,
Come on, out with it.
Senor Grandpa, you are the cause of all the trouble at the house.
Me? What are you talking about?
For the last few weeks, every evening you think Senor Luke must spend all his time only with you. Senora Kate, she likes company too.
In the evenings?
It is not like the old days. Women don't like to be left alone.
How come you know all about what's going on over at the house?
Well, I just know, that's all.
Well, why didn't they tell me about it?
Well, Luke is afraid to hurt your feelings. Me, I'm fired.
You're on the cause of it all, huh?
Si, senor. Now, if you give me my wages, I will get off your property.
I guess I have been kind of crowding Luke lately with George McMichael and Flory away, but I never did think about Kate. I tell you, Peppino, this me and you just keep this between us, huh? And I ain't going to fire you.
You're not?
Well, there's things around this farm that needs improving, and, well, I guess maybe I'm one of them, so for improving things, instead of firing you, I'll go give you a raise.
Right?
Ain't you kids got some homework to do?
If you say so, Grandpa. Come on, little Luke.
Kate, you buy that wallpaper yet?
No, I'm going to do it tomorrow, Grandpa. Bye.
Well, I've been thinking about papering that room, and I can't see much point in spending money for such nonsense.
Well, I don't think it's nonsense, Grandpa. Do you, Luke? You said it was all right, Grandpa. You said you liked the idea.
You sure did. I heard you say it.
All right, I said it. I can change my mind if I want to. There ain't no law against that, is there?
Well, Grandpa, paper don't cost much. It does it, Kate. And the paste, well, that ain't nothing.
Look, I said no, and I mean no.
Now, look, Grandpa, about that money you got for selling Jenny. Well, I helped raise that cow from the time she was a little bitty calf. And I think I ought to have something to say about what we're going to do with the money.
He's right, Grandpa.
You may be the head of the house, Grandpa, but me and Kate, we got some rights too, ain't we, Kate?
Well, I think we have. We're not going to spend a whole lot of money. It only cost about $8, and we'd have a real nice bedroom, wouldn't we, Luke?
Now, look, you both heard me. You know how I feel, and that's the end of it.
Well, I don't understand, Grandpa.
Me neither. He's never acted that way before.
I don't think we're asking too much, do you, hon?
No, she'll make the bedroom look awful nice.
I'm going to go have another talk with him. Grandpa? Grandpa, we want to talk to you about that wallpaper.
What is it to talk about?
Well, Grandpa, me and Kate really want to paper that room. We just can't understand why you're so dead set against it.
Well, it's a matter of dollars and cents, Luke. We have got some cash, but the important thing now is to find out what the best thing is to spend it for.
Well, all right, it seems to me then like we ought to have a regular business discussion about it.
Well, that's right. Now, we need 2 new plowshares.
Well, if you're going to have a business discussion, I guess maybe I better go.
Hey, now, wait, Kate. You sit yourself right down. In a discussion like this, it's sometimes good to have a woman in on it.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Now about that wallpaper. I say no. It's going to take a lot of talking for you two to unconvince me.
Well, now, listen, Grandpa.
Grandpa, look,
the
this
paper's
is
beginning
gonna
to peel
cost
off
very
that
much
wall
money.
like the skin
Look,
off a
do it
lizard. You
yourself,
never
you
saw
know.
anything like it.
Look,
I'm going to take half the night
no.
tracing the rings off. Hey, ain't you two going to help me at all?
Be right there in a minute, Luke. You see, you got a key here. Now, you can move this any way you want it.
Oh, and not sideways, though.
No, just crosswise. It's going to take you quite a spell to get used to the fine points of the game, but you'll make it. Well, go ahead, show move now.
Your move, Grandpa.
You know something, Kate? You're sneakier than I am. And that's pretty goddamn sneaky.